I check the page. This is a check. See if you are. Uh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right that. All right. So y'all can open up. It actually just went live. I didn't know it was gonna go live that fast, but it just happened to go live. Yeah.
Are we rolling right now?
Yeah, we rolling.
All right, Shalom. All right, once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kadodai. Double honors once again to the apostles of Great Millstone, the elders that rule well, and Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, once again, we are the Hebrew Israelites. All right, we come out week in and week out prophesying the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great according to the Bible. All right, and that you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans make up the real 12 tribes of Israel, according to biblical prophecy, according to historical documents. And just you come up with that, just by suffering through the Spirit. And we're out here because we are living in the time of prophecy. There's more there's more tension. There's World War World War III is kind of just like up in the cut. That's not really the hot topic like it was like earlier this year. But at the same time, there's also going to be a civil war. Civil war, in the midst. Because people are, like I always say, as far as these liberals and conservatives, are
I hate these fucking conservatives, man.
kind of,
I hate them more than any politician group, cause I hate them. I got no respect for them. I really do, man. Salaki, but you got it. You got it though.
but
Yeah, so.
no, neither one of them are right.
Yeah, no, right. I just hate conservatives.
But
This is me personally.
they're you got these speaking of conservatives, you got those Proud Boys, getting ready for war, and then on the other hand, you have Antifa and Black Lives Matter, tension, conflicts, even with that protest with Breonna Taylor, and the decision with that, that's going to incite a lot of riots. We just recovered, from other riots and things like that. But here it is, that it's not going to fizzle out anytime soon.
I got a scripture. This Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
God, that's what we're doing. We mentioned all these current events and things that are popping off. Because it has to do with biblical prophecy. All these people are they have misconceptions about the Lord. Thinking that he's a man of peace. People that want to be carnal and do things the worldly way. Whether it be voting or having a revolution. And then they have a problem with us. Looking at us like we're the ones who are lukewarm just because we don't want to get involved or what the multitude is doing. So they see us as part of the problem. But hey, you know what? Technically, it's all good. We are part of the problem. Just like just we're servants. That our master is part of the problem. Because he's going to bring about the solution. Which is contrary to what the world wants. Just real quick. St. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am not come to send peace, but a sword. All right. Like I was saying, people have misconceptions about the one whom you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Thinking that he's a man of peace. That when he returns, it's just going to be people holding hands, people being happy. But what's going to happen? It's going to be war, destruction. the elites and these Edomites and these heathens going into captivity. Those are the types of things that are going to happen. Those are the types of things that we teach about. We don't teach about the only unity we have is amongst ourselves, amongst the elect, amongst the people that teach and believe in sound doctrine. I'm going to get verse. Just going to finish this off until 36 real quick, and then whoever else has precepts. All right, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Because especially when I was first coming into this truth, I would get into it with family members, or just at a restaurant, or remember one time, I was just like it's like shouting at the top of my lungs, like all pissed off, or because you just can't really you pretty much are just keep to yourself, or while you're in the truth, because we're getting, especially now, we're getting at a point where the average conversation is, of course, is going to shift to politics. Of course, Jake is getting heated, or they find out that you don't that you don't believe in voting or whatever, or that's a conflict in itself. Not only a conflict, but them, or just Satan using them to try to coerce you to see it otherwise, or and then trying to convince you to do things that are contrary to the spirit.
I got one about the voting. Find it. Okay, it's Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 15. The Lord thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brother like unto thee.
Con. Oh yeah, that doesn't I don't know. You can never know for sure, but let's keep it real though. Joe, I'm talking about you ain't black if you don't vote for Joe Biden.
Oh yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah.
Or you got
Joe Biden a piece of shit. He the one who instituted those them laws that took out. Oh yeah, that too. But in the beginning, with the whole man can't be in the house. When the whole Section 8 first thing began, he was one of the top dudes that was writing those, who's a part of that shit.
Oh, and then
When
when I was first coming in, I forget it, like I think Rex 84 is supposed to like tie into the chip as well. But I remember like one clip, or they were I think this was back like in the 80s or whatever. Like he was he was telling this one guy, like it's one where he's like, you will rule on this or something like that. I forget the specifics, but long story short, he's not he's not for our people. None of these none of these politicians are for our people. That's even that's one of this devil's techniques. I forget whether it's like a Robert Greene book. I forget whether it's the 33 Strategies of War, 48 Laws of Power, but like one of the principles is to give your enemy, or give them a choice, but both choices are to no avail. That's just that's nothing but a war tactic. The thing is, when you come into this truth, you see things for what they really are.
Yeah.
We're on a whole different level, so we're not trying to hear it. I got a quick for you real quick.
It's First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Right, and that's basically what you're doing about voting. You're not voting for somebody of your own nation that's beneficial to the Israelite nation. That's doing the work of the Lord. You voting for somebody that's doing the direct opposite, man. So you basically making a covenant with the heathen. Voting, that's part of this society. That's of the world, man. Those is one of the things that the Lord don't condone you doing. If that candidate is not of your nation first and foremost, and if he's not righteous. So yeah,
It's like even if it is a Jake, it's just like those from First Kings through Second Chronicles, whenever there was like a description of a wicked king, the first thing, that the scripture would say, and he did wickedness in the eyes of the Lord. And here's another reason, we're looking for something greater. We're not looking for of course, the Heavenly Father, you might put the Spirit on, someone, here and there to, throw us a bone and things like that. But that's just scraps from the Master's table. But this is, what we're looking for. It's 2 Peter 3:14. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That new heaven and that new earth, it's going to be, the kingdom of Yasharallah. With us, as the governing body, not us infiltrating the system, and becoming, a mayor or congressman or something like that, trying to make changes from within and all that bullshit. We're doing it, we're doing it the right way. With Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, busting open that, sea of glass, like you left your car radio out, busting through that, sea of glass, and getting busy. That's what we want. That's what we're looking forward to. Us being in rulership, having, real riches and righteousness, having, infinite wisdom and knowledge, discernment, having, those celestial bodies and spirits, that don't go off. That's kind. And the means, the means in which are, 2/3, as far as the flesh is concerned, that's not working towards, that goal.
I got something back on the vote. I thought it was this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shalt possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose one from among thy brethren. Shalt thou set another over thee, thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not of thy brethren. Okay. So all these congregants, if it's Democrat, if it's Republican, they not Israelites. They not for our terms. You're only supposed to set over you
They're conservative.
somebody from among your brethren, like the scriptures say, Donald Trump is not our brother. I mean, seriously. All these fucking heathens, they not our people, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he the leader of the group. I don't think you met him.
When you start coming up?
Oh yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 4, verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
No, I wouldn't cross him like that.
Right. So the evil is being sown, the evil is being worked right here, and it's going to increase. It's going to keep increasing until the Lord come back, man, and put this place in order. But right now, the Lord ain't had a destruction come. The Lord don't got the missiles. All right, the Lord hasn't made his arrival, his appearance yet, so the destruction hasn't come. Verse 29, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down.
Like America, because America is sown as what? Straight wickedness. It say unless the place that is sown in wickedness is put down, America got to go.
And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
That's the perfect precept, because the brothers say we're not here to infiltrate and try to make something good out of something bad. No, you got to take that bad totally out the way.
That's why, or this part of the earth isn't going to be inhabitable, anymore. Or it's not, it's not going to be, that big of a deal because, we're going to have,
Galaxy.
or just like galaxies upon. That's one of the things, I was meditating on, or there might even, I was even thinking, there might even be, galaxies, within, this planet itself, that we'll be able to, just like teleport and, travel to, or, just having, that's one of the things I was, as far as, that infinite knowledge.
Yeah, 'cause the same way we only use a certain percentage of our brains, we only think a certain percentage of the Lord's, you feel me, work. Yeah, my eyes can't fathom with the Most High got prepared for those that love Him.
I got a precept for what you just said, but I couldn't. All right, this is John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahweh. Believe also in me. All right, and these words are in red, letting you know that Yahweh Shai is talking. Verse 2, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. Right, just when, in the book of Acts, the first chapter, when Yahushua was being, resurrected, it's like not resurrected, but being beamed up on that chariot, in the sight of the apostles, Yahushua, he's sitting at the right hand of the Father right now. He fulfilled his mission, taking part in, taking on the sin of Israel and dying for the nation of Israel. He did his part, man. All right, so now he's preparing a place for the elect, man. So when they finish their part here on earth, all right, you go to the kingdom and enjoy the kingdom, man. Enjoy our labors, enjoy, our rest. Because ultimately, we just want rest, man. We don't want to keep working and shit, following after these wicked laws, wicked orders that Esau established. Constantly got to deal with the curses, constantly different burdens and ailments of the bodies, and having to pay, stressing over payments and shit. You ain't got to worry about none of that in the kingdom, man. Because everybody, that's what the heathens going to have to worry about.
Look at 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. Mentally and spiritually, that's why, like I was saying, we do what we have to do, even, as far as, pastimes and things like that, we're not, we might not be, 100%, on most modes, but, at the same time, as far as, like that other scripture, as far as, new heavens and new earth, our love, is, we're just on a whole, other level, and, anything, that this world, can offer at this present, this present kingdom, it just doesn't cut it. We don't see the benefit, in selling out.
I got two. One, because he just got a precept about the rest. It's Isaiah 14 and 3. And it shall come to Isaiah 14 and 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Because we ain't going to have no hard bondage in the kingdom. We're not going to have no fear. All right, but rest. Ain't going to have nothing but rest, man. We're going to establish the laws and the orders of the Most High. We're going to do everything Yahweh want us to do. All right, we're going to handle priorities first. Make sure the heat is in line. Make sure everything is in order. And then we're going to enjoy ourselves, man, for the rest of the eternal life. So, that's why the scriptures say,
keep your head on things.
God, yeah, but the scriptures say these things is not to be compared.
Yeah.
Right. For the eternal way to glory, man.
Yeah. You got some people think in the kingdom of heaven we might die. No, it's no death in the kingdom of heaven. Don't even get that out. That's a thing of a past. That's why the Lord said He defeated death. That's something that we was never even meant to supposed to be. In the first place, we supposed to be just living, but don't even worry about no death. We gonna be in the kingdom. It's no need for caskets. That ain't for us. So don't even just. It's gonna be just paradise. We gonna be good.
This is
What about
2
that shit like
Peter
that?
3, verse 12. No, 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversations and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with burning heat, meaning everything will be destroyed. Nevertheless, we, according to the promise, look for new heavens and a new earth. And that's what the brother was saying. Ain't no pain. How is you going to pay me off when I'm looking for a new heavens and a new earth? Ain't no payment that you can give me. Man, I give you $75 and a ride to the corner store. No, bro. I want the heavens and a new earth, man.
There would be a Jake that would like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
dumbass deal,
a
man.
dumbass deal.
It's a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what can be total righteousness all the time with you, your family, your friends, and everybody. That's why Esau got it so good because he not in trouble like other men. When he hear sirens going off, you feel me? He don't gotta be, you feel me, like oh God, you feel me? The police pull him over. He don't gotta put his hands up. Okay, you feel me?
Yeah, I got a quick prayer. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. It says, if your delight be in thrones, if your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. Right. So if you want the kingdom, because that's what the kingdom consists of. It consists of scepters. It consists of crowns, thrones. It consists of righteousness, man. So if that's what you want, if that's what your desire is, if that's what you delight in, you gotta honor wisdom, man. And honor wisdom by following these laws and commandments. Not only just following them, but following them with a certain type of moral, following the laws willfully and sincerely, man, and in truth, man. You do that, have your spirit resonate with these scriptures, learn them, and you keep them and you perform them, man. And that's what's gonna bring you to the kingdom. By way of a chariot, of course. Because all the Israelites gonna go to the kingdom, but it's the way you get in there. Is you gonna have to die to get there? Is you gonna have to get judged, that sword judgment, those plagues to get there, or is you gonna suffer and get beamed up into the kingdom?
That's like everybody want to make it to go see the football game, but don't nobody want to ride in the trunk with Uncle Tony though. Like, seriously, I want to ride with Paul and them. They always have fun. When you ride with Uncle Tony, you gotta be quiet. You can't touch nothing. I don't want you looking at nothing. Who want to make it on the second trip? Have to be reborn.
Yeah.
You feel me? Right. I want to make it the first trip, man. But this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, but where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal, man.
Straight up.
Right. So that's you. You don't want to be in this world saving up. All right, it's good to save up for temporary things, man, or shit that's unexpected for emergencies. That's being wise. Okay, yes, but saving up for shit like, oh, I gotta save up for my kids to go to college. I gotta saving up to do shit long term and here on earth, man. Because then your mind, your spirit is in the world. You're not in the spirit. You're not looking to hasten for the day of the Most High. You're looking to hasten for this betterment of society, man. So you can get your shit, so your shit won't be all fucked. No, man, and that's selfish, and that's that's showing that you just not in the right spirit, man.
So I'm gonna jump to verse 33. This is Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is evil thereof. Take no thought about, oh, well, I gotta get this into the morrow. No, you serve the Most High, and He gonna make sure that you got everything that you supposed to have, all your necessities. You know what I mean? Like everybody got wants, but it ain't about your wants. It's about your needs. When you serve Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, He serve you. I mean, hey.
Hey, the brother on the comment board says all brothers can get Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 15. Shalom, man.
Shalom.
The brother Labia Zayan. I know I messed that up, Ox, but you know what it is.
All right, Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 15. For righteousness is immortal.
Yeah. No, what he wanted. That's exactly what he wanted. Yeah.
That's a good ass scripture. Keep the laws and live not forever.
Yeah.
St. John, right, 4 and 13. Yahweh Shai answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. All right. You know that's the thing. This is this is something of the spirit. This is the greatest gift. That you can receive. Everything. All the accolades of the world. All the things. What Paul calls a corruptible crown.
Mm-hmm.
All the fame and fortune. That can be. This devil, he can take it away from you. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at even Kobe Bryant, R. Kelly. Yeah, like R. Kelly. I even heard that R. Kelly, he's completely broke.
Yeah, damn. All them lawyer fees and paying them off under the table because he paid some other people's families off under the table. So you feel me? They had just dropped the case. So
He should have believed he could fly.
I bet he could fly right now.
Damn, man. Man.
Yeah, that's why the scripture say don't lay up your riches here.
I got a precept.
God.
1 Corinthians 9 and 25. We talking about the corruptible crown. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Right. Relating to the people who go so hard in the world, trying to strive and achieve what they doing. Like LeBron James, for an example. That nigga goes so hard, man. In basketball, that's all he knows. Since he was a little ass kid, all he knows is basketball. So that's all he do. Every day he in the gym, 24/7. Early in the morning, get up, he in the gym, he working out. His mindset is, I gotta get better at this. All right, now that I got crown, because he wants that crown, man. He wants his reputation. He wants his stats. He wants that money. He wants his shit, man.
Yeah, he just. I think they just hit the finals.
Yeah, crown. But that's how we gotta be on the right hand side, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know they.
You gotta put in the work for it. Ain't no way, even with all that talent, he still got to put in work for it. You know what I mean? And it shows. You know what I mean? And that's like us too. You could go 6 months reading, studying, knowing every precept, and then you go 2 weeks, man.
It mess up your flow. It mess.
Man, no matter what you go through, stay pushing, stay praying, stay in the truth, man. Don't let nobody take your crown. Nobody or nothing.
See, you talking that real shit now. A lot of brothers don't understand that. You gotta dig deep in certain moments. You gotta dig deep when shit just ain't going right. But yeah,
It's a sin. In the word, it got to be in you and not on you. That's the same way.
Okay.
It got to be in you, man. It got to be chosen from the foundation of the earth, man. Simple as that.
Straight up. Straight up.
This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. So you gotta put that old man behind you, man, because you come into this truth and you overcome certain ways that that was of the world. You overcome those ways. Well, now Satan about to come with some other shit. Now he about to bring back something 10 times as harder that you ain't been working on because you ain't even know you was slacking in that, man. Or Satan, he'll do something. He'll do something to make it hard. Y'all about to make it harder for you to be in the spirit. So you gotta put off all those things that's behind you, that's on the past, on the prize, man. Like not to give this man no type of glorification, but Martin Luther King, he always pushed to keep your eye on the prize, man. And
Yeah, you talking about just the focus of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
the mentality.
Yeah. It's the mentality of it. Yeah, I got you.
All right, Ecclesiasticus 38. All right, and 31. All these trust to their hands, and every one is wise in his work. Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. They shall not be sought for in public council, nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentences of judgment. They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken. But they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft. Kind of alludes to what Paul was saying about a corruptible and incorruptible crown.
That's a good scripture.
About people like like you were saying, LeBron James, they have striving for they strive for mastery, but the thing is their end goal is something carnal, rather than like us, which is something spiritual. That's right.
Yeah, Paul was talking about like back then those people that played in the games. Paul he spoke about those runners and the Olympians and shit. That's what Paul was just actually referencing people who play in those Olympics back then, who play in those games.
Yeah, it was more rugged.
It was real rough. Yeah, they played.
It wasn't like this shit now.
Yeah.
They fought to the death back then.
Yeah, they had crazy sports. Like they used to race horses, all kind of shit. It's a movie called Ben Hur.
Yeah,
And that goes into a sport.
They had, like, naval battles.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that was Paul. Paul was living in times where those Olympian games was played.
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 62. And Yahweh Shah said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So once you put your hand to the plow, man, start doing the work, man, you can't fall back, man. You can't fall off. Hey, twin, hey,
Shalom. That's how it'll be in the kingdom, though.
I got a scripture. This Hebrews chapter 6, verse 5. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 4. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 4.
Hey, you know what show that Dragon Ball Z when Little Trunks and Gohan and Goten when they was kids, they just flew off and shit. Like that's how it be. Like they're just little kids. They might just fly off. What's good? What's up? Shalom.
This Hebrews chapter 6, verse 4. For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were made partakers of the Holy Spirit and have tasted the good word of Yahweh and the powers of the world to come, that they shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance, seeing they crucified to themselves the Son of God afresh. When you go into that word afresh, the Greek word is anastro, which means to crucify. So when you take part of the truth, take part of the ministry, then go back in the world, then you keep jumping in and out and shit. You crucifying the Lord, man, all over again.
Right.
It says, and to put him to an open shame. That's why people who come in the truth and then they half-ass, they get lukewarm, then they go back in the world. They have more demons on them than when they were first in the world because they keep crucifying the Lord. So the Lord's not about to keep allowing you to crucify him. Allowing his name to be constantly played with, constantly not taken serious and things of that nature. And that's what
that happen.
yeah. Every camp has seen that happen. I'm pretty sure I can attest for other brothers out there. And that makes us humble to watch and witness that. Because we don't want that to be us. That's why we got to stay fervent in the spirit, man. Because we don't want the Lord to take his spirit from you.
Yeah, 'cause I had a brother, someone on the comment board say, "Hey, can I join LOL?" I was like, "This ain't no game. This ain't one of those things you be like this a fishing club or some shit. It ain't one of those like how he's." You know how you read something? I was like, what the fuck does you mean can you join LOL? Like, this ain't... You better
St. Matthew
keep it serious.
12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. It's like, can I get on that chariot in LOL?
Yeah, right. Right. LOL. Can I get on the chair? LOL.
In LOL, not laughing out loud.
Yeah.
SMH.
That's right.
Ecclesiastes 5:1.
That's that sharpness.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5. Who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers to whom ye believe, even as the Lord gave to every man? Says, I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh gave the increase. And that's the thing. A lot of people come in here and they want the glory of men. They want that glory that our apostles and elders get, but hey, they had to work from the ground up, from the bottom, to get to that position. And they still humble. As a great standard as they held at today in Israel, they still humble with everything they do, man. Our elders and our apostles, but a lot of people come in, looking for that eye service, looking for glory of men, and they don't know the sincerity and the seriousness of, your salvation, your personal relationship with the Lord. So hey, we just men, we just vessels here that the Lord is using. We can't determine if you get saved or not, man. All we can do is pray for you, and hope and help you out, show brotherly love. But you gotta remember, we fighting for our salvation too. Certain brothers, we don't got time to be helping somebody who don't want to be helped. And then a lot of times, that's what you get from people who not serious, that fall out. That's what they do. Verse 7, it says, so then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but Yahweh that giveth the increase. And that's what it is. All we doing is following what the Lord is giving us, man. It's all about Yahweh. You got to have your personal relationship with Yahweh while Yahweh Shah. It's not about, okay, yes, it is playing your relationship with brothers do play a key role, but it's really your relationship with the Lord, man.
Yeah, you can't blame nobody. There's no excuses. Like, Lord don't want to hear excuses. Oh, I ain't get saved because he ain't helped me. He ain't your job to help you. Your job is to help yourself first.
Scripture says, any man lack wisdom, ask of the Most High.
That's an excuse.
Give it liberally, and upgrade it not. So you're supposed to ask Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. But this is Ecclesiastes, Sirach 19 and 19. The knowledge 19 and 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do these things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. So the same what the brother said. That I'm going to read it one more time. It says the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of Him. So,
Right, because you gotta fear the Lord in order to have any type of relationship with Him. You know, the scriptures say that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. Right. You know, and you can't serve the Lord if you don't got no type of knowledge or wisdom. It's just like your parents. How you gonna respect or do anything? How is the parent supposed to have any authority if the parent is not being feared, man? You know, it has to be some type of, you know, discipline within the relationship, and that's what the Lord gives to us. He gives us discipline so that we can fear Him.
Yeah,
He
start
fuck
with
us
fear.
up sometimes.
Yeah.
He let us do dumb shit so we can get fucked up sometimes and to learn from it. You know?
No, because a person just won't jump in an animal cage. Why? It's fear off top. But you would go in the cage, but that fear is there. But you just won't. But they don't treat the Lord like that though. They'll just fuck with the Lord, but not fear Him. Why? Yeah, play with the Lord, but you wanted to, but you won't play with an animal like that.
That's just an animal.
Man, that's just an animal. Somebody would just do some fucked up shit, but you won't dare do that to an animal. So like, no, I just you right. It start with fear first.
okay,
Start with fear.
it says the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do these things that please Him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
And that's all you doing is just trying your best to do the law, statute, and commandments, man. That's what the Lord want to see. He want to see effort. He want to see you actually put in effort, man. You know, He don't want to hear excuses. You know, He don't want to see you on your ass all day, just laying down, doing this, doing folly all the time. No, the Lord want to see you about His business first. That's how Yahweh Shah was. Yahweh Shah, he was about the Lord's business first, and then whatever come after. Then okay, all right, yeah.
I got a
First,
I got a precept too about how you said the elders is, you feel me, got all the knowledge and they still is very, very like humble and meek. This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord.
And that's how we know our apostles and elders got the 100% truth, man. Because that's our elders, humble, you know, and they got a lot of wisdom, and that's how you know who's a real prophet and who's not. Because the scripture's gonna let you know the type of spirit a real prophet gonna be in, a real elder, a real man of the Lord, you know, and that's how our elders are. You know, the more wisdom and knowledge was gained, the more humbleness that came with it.
Right,
And that's how we supposed
knowledge puffeth up.
to. Yeah.
This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 32. My son, if thou will, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding, and if thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every good discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou see a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let not thy foot wear out his doorsteps. So you're supposed to always try to be around a man of understanding, man. You feel me? That's why when you first learn the truth, you is a busybody in the truth. You don't want to do nothing except for watch videos, read all day long.
It's beautiful, and you should have, pray to, strive to have this spirit, at all times, no matter how long you've been in it, But I remember, it was, so you probably, when I, that time when you first come in, you just have, the regiment. like I was just like every day, I give myself our, homework assignment, kind of, read some chapters in my apartment, and walk down to the library, or watch X amount of videos, take notes, and then come back and study some more. It was beautiful, man.
Hey, the brother on the comment board said y'all brothers can get Joel 28:28. No, but I hear you out. It's always like good to hear when brothers first come in, because the only thing they're gonna talk about is like just you know kingdom and shit. It's good. It's good.
In Job chapter 28, verse 28. And to man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. Oh,
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
that's perfect right there, because you, when you come into this truth, you don't want to deal with none of the shit that you used to do, and you don't want to indulge in none of those old ways. You don't want to do none of that shit no more. If you in the right spirit, and you find out about the truth, you don't want to hang out and kick it with Day and all them that's down the street and shit. You wanna do what's right. You wanna hang, kick with brothers, know brothers more, because when you first come around, you gotta get to know brothers and stuff. You wanna get to know brothers more. You wanna get to know the Lord more, get to know His Son more, and you do that by learning the scriptures, man. I'm gonna read this back actually. Job chapter 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So that's what the fear of the Lord is, man. Wisdom. And wisdom is applying knowledge. Wisdom is actually doing what you learn, actually applying what you learn to your everyday life, man.
Straight up.
I got right Ecclesiasticus 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences, and be conversant in dark parables. That means learning breakdown. Learning some doctrine, being hip to prophecy. Like he was saying, it's like, being a busybody, in the truth. Just being in that, spiritual soldier mode. That's that's the type of spirit, you should pray for. Because, that's a beautiful spirit. It's kind of like, looking back at your, either, your childhood days, or your high school days, or, when you were younger and, you had more energy, or a certain, event, or a birthday party that was, like, really fun, that's, spiritually, that's all, just like praying, to be in the spirit, of your first love,
This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. And delighting yourself in the Lord means indulging in all the things that pleases the Lord, man. You can't do this grievously. You can't. Let me read this chapter. Let me link up with the brothers.
I gotta do 3 videos.
Right, let me do my No, you're not supposed to be in that type of spirit. Oh yeah, I can't wait to read this next time. Let me read this. The bros finna link. Yeah, that's the type of, you want to be excited to do the work.
That's like last night. Brothers was getting the chat about linking and hooking up, but I was so tired I couldn't, and I felt bad because I really wanted to, you know what I mean? But I was so tired, I was like, man, I'm about to go home.
That's the spirit, like. And that's what keep us all together in unison. It's truth, and the spirit of the Lord. If the spirit of the Lord is on all of us, but one brother is not on, it's gonna stand out. You're gonna obviously stand out because everybody else in the spirit, you just not. So either we can help you get in the spirit, or the Lord probably got other plans for you. But at the same time, you just want to fight to be in the spirit, because it's a fight. The scriptures talk about how Paul said how the flesh wars against the spirit, and the spirit contrary to the flesh. So you're gonna have to constantly fight. For the spirit.
Hey, and that, it's the spirit is Jake, man. We Jakes. We've been fighting all our life. We've been fighting for everything. We've been fighting to be equal with people who don't want to be equal with us when we better than them anyway. We've been fighting. You don't want to fight for the truth. You don't want to fight for life. It's a fight for the truth unto death, man. For the seek this, man. I think the brother got something.
Got something down there.
This is Sirach chapter 32. This is a bit. I'll skip down now. I'm gonna start at 9 just because y'all brought this up earlier. It says, "If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when it says, when ancient men are in place, use not many words." It says, verse 11. It says, "Rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay." Verse 14. It says,
But it say use not many words, meaning listen. You feel me? Be a sponge. Being around great men, wise men, man, use few words and keep your ears attentive to what's going on.
Yeah, that was like the beautiful thing about the apostles are being on YouTube, or and then because just watching the videos of the main camp on the highways, or it was just like this beautiful or never ending song, or and you're just like sitting there soaking up all the knowledge,
I'm gonna get verse 8 too. To verse right before 9, because I mean, having you holding your tongue doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have the wisdom. It just means that you have the ability to supplicate. That
you have enough wisdom to listen.
You have enough wisdom to listen. Exactly. So I'm gonna get verse 8. It says, "Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words." So it's not saying that you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue." So it's just a matter of like understanding and respecting the order of things, man. Using your wisdom. Exactly, using your wisdom. Now keep going. I'm gonna go down. It says, verse 14. It says, "Whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor." It says, so that was pretty much it. Yeah. So like you said, you want to seek him early, man.
I feel you, pal.
all right, Proverbs 17 and 28. All right, actually, let's start at 27. "He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding."
Hey.
Nobody know how stupid you is until you open up your mouth. You feel me? Everybody wise until you say something. You know what I mean? Hold your peace and use less words to seem wise than ranting, saying a whole bunch of nothing.
Say less. Yeah, that Jake the word.
Because the other thing I was doing when I was first coming in, I was just like watching videos about the scriptures in general, or about religion in general. And there was this one like a wacky techie like Christian like Jake that had like a comedy, and like he did like a video on that particular scripture, and it was just him like staring at the camera with a funny look on his face. And then that scripture came up at the end, but there's a point to that scripture.
My grandma always tell me, a wise man once said nothing at all.
Oh yeah.
That's why they also come with controlling your spirit. This Proverbs chapter 25 verse 28. "He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls." Right, and a city that's broken down, without walls, has no type of protection, has no type of support system. Anybody could just come through and do anything to it. It's vulnerable for anything. And you don't want to be like that. And you don't want to be, that type of person.
Read it one more time.
Salaki. Proverbs chapter 25 verse 28. "He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls."
I mean, you can't hold back. Whatever you think of, you just got to do. So I mean, like I'm sitting here, I just no, you don't think before you move. The first thing I learned: think before you talk, think before you move, because you might rush out, you feel me, and do some old stupid shit.
That's why the scriptures say, make not haste in time of trouble.
That's right.
Because you got to literally sit there and evaluate everything that's going on. You got to evaluate with old dude doing some weird shit in it.
Yeah.
You got to evaluate what he doing. The people around you. This
Then
is
you
so
don't just get up and go. You feel me? Because you don't know what's going on.
right. You might have to supplant or do some type of supplant.
Why is that look at well?
I'm gonna get this one. This is Proverbs 16, verse 32. It says, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city." All right, and somebody who got rule over a whole city
Oh, here we go.
is powerful. So you know,
Spirit was on the page.
That's a good scripture. Yeah.
Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right, and even I forget, like it might have been like BET Comic View on the day. There was this one comic. He was like talking about the difference between Jake and Edomites, or whenever something, or whenever trouble's brewing. He talks about how it's like Jake always like runs away, but like Edomites are always like, oh, what was that?
Right.
Get Matthew's if you don't mind 27, 13 and 14.
It's Matthew chapter 27. You say 13 and 14?
Kind.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
Then said Pilate unto him, Hearest thou not how many things they witnessed against thee? And he answered him to never a word.
Yeah.
And so much that the governor marveled greatly.
Yeah, sometimes like the Lord didn't even, he kept silent certain moments. Sometimes it talks, sometimes it's not.
I got this shit.
Yeah.
Hard to do too.
Yeah.
Especially when somebody accusing you of something. You
Of
wanna
wrong too.
Right.
Hey, but that just comes with decently and order too.
Mhm.
Because somebody who's trying to blame you for something, if you blur it out, sometimes it makes you look guilty. So you got just sitting back waiting until it's your turn to talk, and now it's time for me to defend myself. You feel me? Like, hold on, you said 3 things, and all of them was wrong.
That's like on the Menace to Society. The nigga kept talking.
Yeah,
He kept talking. He didn't even know his story was all fucked up.
Oh yeah.
He's like, let me just fuck
You
up.
know you fucked up. You see that? You see that? Wait, just to be quiet.
This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11.
Oh, you
It says,
fucked up.
full utterance all his mind, but a wise man keep it till afterwards. That's the perfect scripture.
Right, if somebody foolish gonna literally tell you everything, and that's just being smart, When you especially when you're in the midst of people, you don't want to say too much, because it's a certain type of virtue you gotta live up to. And then second of all, you don't want everybody to know what the hell you got going on. You don't want to, you sitting up here talking, telling them about your business, now you going into some more shit. You don't know who listening, taking notes, trying to trap you, get you up, caught up in some snares or whatever.
Right. I got one more. This Proverbs chapter 14, verse 33. It says, wisdom resteth in the heart of him that hath understanding, but that which is in the midst of fool is made known. All right, people, like the brother saying, you got wisdom, you're going to hold it back, but a fool who is just foolish is so quick to lie and say bullshit, man.
Can you read that back?
This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 33. It says, wisdom resteth in the heart of him that hath understanding.
Right, with your heart is your mind.
Right.
Before you say anything, it's a thought, and the thoughts resonate in your head. So the Lord is going to literally put that wisdom in your head for you to hey, the Lord got it in our head for us to speak. We're not just out here saying anything. We had to learn these breakdowns in order to go out here and preach it. We ain't just come out here and start reading scriptures and breaking them down because of what we thought they meant. That'd be a fool, just uttering, just talking your mind. But somebody will understand it. Hold on, I can't just read off the scripture. Right, they gonna count the cost.
Keep going.
Well, that's all you have.
No, it was.
If you have more, yeah.
It say, but that which is in the midst of fools is made known.
Because the Lord gonna expose you. You know, whatever is in the midst of fools is gonna be made known because it's folly. That's the only thing that's in the midst of fools is folly. You can't hide. The scriptures say a wise man hided his folly within the walls of his house. I'm paraphrasing.
Hey, and then something else. Honestly, when you know a lot about a situation, you really like to go last. So well, me personally, I like to go last so I can get everybody else input. You know what I mean? Like, man, he's a damn fool for real. He's the only wise one because he said, man, I don't know. A fool go make up shit the same way you say like preachers as they go.
Right, they show you that in that Netflix series, 3%. So basically, they go through all these obstacles and they gotta basically see. Yeah, they have to see what's going on in the situation, and if they pass the telling what's going on, then they'll be able to pass. So the whole time everybody is sitting there trying to figure out what's going on. Even came up with some good conclusions, but the one who actually knew the answer didn't say shit to everybody. Got what they had to get out, and then he shared his input.
That's how it be.
Two precepts. It says, Sirach chapter 20 and verse 5. It says, there is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling become hateful. Right? And then there's another one that says, verse 13. It says, a wise man by his words maketh him beloved, but the graces of fools shall be poured out. So, that's two verses, man. So,
that's what happens when you.
Proverbs 18:7. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul.
It's going in. Y'all going in, man. Y'all going in, man.
Proverbs 18:7. A fool's mouth is his destruction.
Why? Because he talks too much. His own mouth got him in trouble. Ain't nobody asked you nothing. Well, I'm coming from.
Hey, look. You ain't even know you don't even know how to fix some cars, but you got some input. I got some shit to say about my. I know what you're saying. You just want to talk. You just want to.
Proverbs chapter 12 verse 16. It says, "Fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man converteth shame."
Because fool is gonna use openly. That's what niggas do. Just niggas. That's what they do. They openly do shit. You might see a nigga just walking down the street and he rapping loud as fuck for no fucking reason. That right there.
I got nothing to say, man.
And then the nigga woman, she'll be on the phone having the whole conversation, and she'll be telling her own damn business and just walk loud as fuck in public, loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Niggas do it, bitches do it.
Girl, I just left here. They put me on phone.
Hey, every time I'm on the phone, I be like, yo, am I on speaker, man? Take me off speaker, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Take me off. I don't like, I don't know where you at. I stay checking bitches. You gotta take me off speaker, man. I'm liable to say any goddamn thing on the phone with you. Just we having a discussion. And you can tell you on speaker because you heard that echo.
Yeah.
And you be like, man, I'm on speaker, man. Yeah, that's bad energy.
Yeah. Now they got you here and shit.
Yeah.
Now you know everybody's name on the other side of the phone and shit.
Yeah. No, but Shaw hit it on the head right there. Yeah, that was a cold.
This is this Proverbs 5:1. It says, "My son, attend unto wisdom and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep wisdom." Right. So that's why that scripture it links back up with that Sirach, where it talks about keeping your mouth shut within a presence of elders, because you don't want to just be saying anything and be wrong as fuck, or you make yourself look like a fool, and then you can't talk and listen to another person talking at the same time. So you want to listen, even if you in the midst of, especially when you in the midst and some shit is going down. When you in a bad area for shit like to go down on you, and you gotta be circumspect. That's part of being circumspect is listening. You know, it's not just about seeing. That's one of the vital important things is to see, to be alert and know what's going on. But hearing, using all your senses is being circumspect. Hearing is one of the ways. How you think blind people, people who don't have, they sight altogether, how you think they're able to do? They use their ears.
Yeah, I heard the ears is like enhanced.
Yeah.
The person that lack one is
Master of the rest of them.
The Lord deal with balance.
He deal with balance.
If you lacking in something, He gonna give you something extra and something else to balance that out what you lacking in.
that's even like most people that's so-called retarded be geniuses for real.
In certain
They
certain
be slower,
things.
but they be like they know a lot. You be like, man, hold on, is this nigga really LD?
It's like that Oppenheimer guy that invented like the nuclear atom.
Yeah.
Like I heard I remember like one time at camp, like one of the octans was saying like he didn't even know how to tie his own shoes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I try to share that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like that they couldn't hold a conversation with you more than 2 seconds. But
Like a lot of people, with
Yeah,
autism, they real good at math and like what's the shit called like geometry and shapes and shit.
yeah,
A lot of autistic people that real good at math.
Or like music.
yeah. They call it some people got like a low form of OCD,
God.
and that just can't just it is what it is until they perfect it. They can't stop. They can't control it. But when they do find something, it's a wrap, man. Yeah. They really learn that shit. Yeah. I had one dude. I knew one cat couldn't even open up a car door without doing like a routine. It's crazy, but it is what it is. Yeah.
This
But I wanted to say something about Moses. When Moses went up to he went up to the Lord for 40 days and 40 nights. And when he came back now, he held his peace. He only gave them just the laws. He knew all kind of stuff. He didn't tell everyone everything because there was levels to it. He understood. I can't tell these people what I really know. I can only give y'all pieces of the things. Moses understood that. That just remember, Moses was the Lord for 40 days and 40 nights. He learned. Ain't no telling. The scriptures say that he learned the times. You read that in Esdras. It said Moses learned the times of the.
Kind of like
the
we were
prophet.
saying, as far as the knowledge that we're going to get in the kingdom and all
Yeah.
that, or even like Peter hinted at that, which we believe that was one of Moses' incarnations, or one day being 1,000 years and 1,000 years. This devil, he doesn't he can't comprehend our time or distance or size. Those are all the things are we don't really have understand it, but we know that that's something to be understood and learned. That's one of the things I can't tell you how pumped up I am just by that alone.
I got something after y'all. After you.
this one kind of lengthy, but it ain't. So
Oh shit, I miss school. I get after you.
this Sirach chapter 4. I'm gonna start at 11. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If any man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession.
Can you read verse 15 over again, Brother Kassan?
Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely.
Now the her is obviously talking about wisdom and knowledge. You know, so if you attend unto wisdom and knowledge, you're going to dwell securely. You know, just like Isaiah 33 and 6. It say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. So that's what's going to keep you secure.
Straight up.
You applying what you know and you knowing what you know.
Knowing what to do, when to do it. You know what I mean? That's wisdom and knowledge. Knowing and then doing it. Verse 17. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul. Meaning it's gonna be shaky at first. You gotta study. It's gonna come to a point where you like, man, I just can't get it. But then you keep going, you keep on going until it just, you feel me? Be like, damn, I got it. At first, wisdom gonna be like, no, you gonna be, you feel me? That
You got to work.
yeah, what is it called?
Tug of war.
Tug of war.
Yeah.
It says,
Damn.
it says, then will I return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to her, to his own ruin.
Just like a woman. You know, that's just like a righteous woman, rather. You know, a righteous woman, you got to work for it to get it, first and foremost. Then when you get it, you got to work to maintain it, you know, and then if you don't, then she going to leave you, man.
Yeah.
And Jake be heartbroken when a woman leaves him. You know, they sit up there and sulk, especially if you really love that woman.
Hey,
Say,
and that's
we
why
really love
they
this woman.
fall out the truth, because they get pumped up because they get the knowledge. When you're supposed to get more humble and still go harder on seeking knowledge.
It's the maintain part, the hard part. Getting anything is typically easy. But like, you know, I look it up. You know how much it costs to get an oil change on a Bugatti? The shit is $20,000 for an oil change. Now I'll just use that aspect because that's how cars is easy to get. It's maintaining things. It's like it just like the maintain, like an army tanks. It's the maintenance that's hard. It's a discipline. You know, the knowledge, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You can get rusty.
It's the maintain part.
That's why I said earlier, because precepts that I gotta really think about now, like my first 2 or 3 years, it was like, man, it's here. Now it's like, man, because I don't go over them still. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like breakdown.
Yeah.
Like all my videos typically like the same. I cause you can't never
Go wrong.
I do the same kick every time. Because shit, that's how I maintain. Doing the same thing over and over and over. You got it. Or whoever has. Oh no, first Corinthians 6 and 6 and first 6 and 12. 6 and 12.
It's 1 Corinthians 6 and 20. For ye are bought with
No, not 20, but 12.
It's 1 Corinthians 6 and 12.
Yeah.
All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any.
So like I thought you got 1 Corinthians 6 and 12. I thought it was gonna say something else. Let me just see if I got the right one. If I don't, so like it for that.
You can break that down.
Yeah.
Everything, certain things is lawful, but it's not right to do at that time. And you got to be able to have spiritual discernment, dealing with, you got to have wisdom and knowledge, understanding, dealing with you in order to know what to do at that time and what not to do. You know, certain scriptures to apply and when to apply it.
Man, my bad.
You know,
2 Corinthians 12.
you got to know
12
what's
and 4.
expedient for you know, because every brother's lot is different. This brother could do something that I can't do, you know, or he could do something with somebody else and it'd be expedient for him. But if I try that same thing, it won't be expedient for me. So
That's in the scripture too. All things are not good for all men, or something like that.
I think that's in like
In the Apocalypse. Oh.
Yeah, you know, you want to stay, you want to do what's expedient for you. You know, what's wise. So like, you want to do what's expedient for you, but what's wise, you know, in the eyes of the Most High.
Oh, you want to get this real quick?
Yeah, just start at 3.
Okay, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 3. And I knew such a man, whether the body or out the body, I cannot tell. God knows how that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for a man to utter.
Right. I was just using that still to state that it's certain things that men know, probably like things that you it's not it's cut off right now. Like the Paul, he seen certain things it's not lawful for him to even say nothing about, like about the kingdom. Just it is what it is. Y'all brothers might go through certain situations and you can't speak on it for real. It is what it is.
Proverbs chapter 17. Let me get this verse first, actually. It says, verse 16, it says, wherefore is the price in the hand of a fool to give wisdom, seeing he hath no heart of it. I'm going to skip down. It says, verse 27 as well. Like 27, it says, he that hath knowledge spareth his words, and it says, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Verse 28 says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. It says, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So, the action of you basically humbling down isn't partial to any man, so to speak, man. And when you start to humble yourself is when you start to get the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. Because the Most High said what? He said that he can raise up anybody to do this work, man. You know what I'm saying? So even you have to basically become as a child, so to speak, when you come into this truth. And part of being a child, what children do, all they do is listen all day, every day, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't come into this truth as a man, treating yourself as a man amongst these men or these elders that are, you know, that got some work on them. It doesn't work like that. You have to come in as a child and grow back up. Because if you come in basically acting as a man, then that's a form of pride. And basically, you holding on. That's true. Yeah.
When I was a child, I thought as a child, and when I became a man, I put away those childish
thoughts. Because scripture say what? It says that you can't put new wine into old bottles during the burst, man. So when you come to this, it says that what? It says that basically we're clay, so to speak, man. And the potter is who? It's Yahweh Shai, man. So when you come to this truth, you have to be malleable, man. So anything that's tried in the fire, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you make clay or any sort of pottery, it's put into what? The fire, man. Anything that's malleable and ever to be molded and put into whatever the Most High wants, is put through that fire. So if you come to this truth as an old bottle, you won't make it because, you know what I'm saying, you're not putting out that old man. You just end up breaking because you're basically saying that you don't want to change, but you want everything that comes with being in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So just something to think about.
Yeah, the scriptures also say that wisdom should not enter into a malicious soul. Pride is malicious, you know. Pride is one of the ways you separate yourself from the Most High.
Pride is one of the 6 things that the Most High hates.
And a good sign of somebody that's proud is somebody that's a man of many words, man. Yeah. Especially in the midst of men that are like have a lot of wisdom, man. Like if you ever watch any of the videos of the apostles or the elders, or even of our camp, you see anybody coming up and they spewing a whole bunch of garbage. Typically, 9 out of the 10 they dumb as hell and crazy, and they have nothing good to say, man. If you ever see somebody come up to the camp and they humble, they don't have many words, you're like, okay, I can sup with this man, you know what I'm saying? But when you see somebody, you can see them like a mile away, you can hear them before you see them, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be nigga woman or a lot of that shit, like you saying, rapping down the street, you're like, this man probably got spirits on him. They coming up to the camp, you just don't even want to deal with that, man.
Yeah, just loud, man.
Like in the world now, if I can hear you before I can see you, I leave. You avoid it. Because I already know. Man, this is about to be this is Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things do the Lord hate. Yeah, and 7 are abominations to him. The first thing he about to say is a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. But the first thing that was brought up was pride, because pride is hateful before the Most High and man. The same way we hate a proudful person, Yahweh will do too.
Yeah. Huh.
Especially doing things to be seen of, man. If you can be somebody that's learned in the truth and still be proud as hell, man. And the scripture say what? It says, roughly paraphrase, and it says, there be some that enlarge their borders, the borders of their garments to be seen of men, so to speak. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you can be somebody that's learned in the truth and still be proud as hell and then go down anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's something aside from the words that you know, but more about the action and you doing what the Most High said as far as, just kind of humbling down, man.
Straight up.
I got something else. This Sirach 11:1. Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man of his outward appearance. The bee is little as much as a fly, but her fruit is the chief among sweet things. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor, for the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. That's what it ain't about.
All around.
So it ain't always about being, you feel me, big and mighty. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is the most dangerous, the most humble. You feel me?
Because there's a point in time where he said it up already. He said it's time for you to be a sheep and a lamb. It's time for you to be a lion, so to speak. Right now, it's the time for you to be the sheep or the lamb and just get that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then eventually you'll be able to spark them on the stubble, you know what I'm saying? But right now, you're just supposed to understand, because you get people all the time that'll walk up to you, you know what I'm saying? Even in public, you might be in a Walmart or something like that. You get the Jake come up with the fringes and be like, hey, bro, hey, Ak, where your fringes at? But she don't even know this man. He could be super learned in the scriptures, man. He just being wise and circumspect, man. Because it says what? It says, be wise as serpent, be there harmless as doves, man. You know what I'm saying? So some men, they would rather they do it to please men as opposed to pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they get called out for it, man. That's all.
Get Amos 8:11. Bunker Shaw.
All right. Amos 8:11.
Yeah.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
That's what's going on. And then we're going to really hold our peace soon, too. It's going to be a time where we just literally going to hold our peace. We ain't got nothing to say to nobody.
That's right. Because what it says, he's going to cause our tongue to be moved to our mouth. He's going to have us hide wherever he has us be at, so some certain things pass over, so to speak. So that's prophecy.
Yeah. Just straight up. Get, shit, man, if y'all want, we can, get into the death of America or something. Revelations and stuff like that, 18. Bro, yeah, you can start at Revelation 18. Okay. Go.
No.
You good? All right.
I'll just say
What you want?
Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird, which is America. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath. Hawaii. It's y'all part of America too. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like a landmass. Just to think they're gonna get. Oh, you why even get too since y'all American? And y'all ain't shit either.
There was that scare a couple years ago.
Yeah, right. No, because they like to consider themselves, oh, well, we're American, okay, well. That scripture is a part of judgment. God, why? I call it American.
It say,
For all nations have drunk of the wine.
The Lord got a special missile for that little island, man. That place gonna get bombed up. like the brother said, that scare was. It was a video when y'all was y'all was lipping up a fucking what you call the street gutters, the gutter thing. He put his daughter inside the sewer. The sewer is y'all gotta understand, flame.
That's not going on.
This place is well, first. All that gas under there, all the dirt. That place, that shit gonna blow the fuck up.
You gonna shoot up? You gonna
But this place is gonna catch on fire. It's nothing where you can hide, man. No,
Girl, that go perfect with you just said.
I got you. Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
That's what's going on now. That's why a lot of Jake, we just in a fucked up place here, man. We got no just Israel period. We just fucked up. And all the nations, shit, they got rich. They got rich off of us, man. They got rich off America and off our slavery, off of us, man. You know, I looked it up, man. Jake spends over, man, billions of dollars a year. Billions of type of income we got, income that we spend is billions. We're the number one consumers, so we spend all this money on, and these other nations get rich off that shit, man. So yeah, you gonna get your judgment. I'm just using that as an example. In modern day, in 2020, you Israelites making these other nations filthy rich.
That's Jake's problem.
Filthy rich. Yeah. You know, and that's just what it is. And I'm talking about something that's happening now. And I mean, we're talking about right now. These other nations that who treat y'all with no type of fucking love or respect, you know, and you make them filthy rich, man.
I see that shit firsthand, man. You see how these heathens treat like so-called fucking white people, Edomites, when they come into like the stores and shit like that. Like you see them like haggling and shit, like even with their own people, like they'll go back and forth with the prices and then they'll even lower the prices and shit. They'll negotiate, and then like when a J come in, you see they have no respect to be like, if they have any sort of like degree or knowledge, you don't believe them. They be like, oh, where you get that from? Like you know this, that. You try to bargain the prices and they be like, nah, this is what it is. Like, and then they feel disrespected when you even ask them to lower the price. You be like, what are you like? You know what I'm saying? Shit is just, it's out of pocket.
Yeah,
you see that firsthand.
And you gotta deal with that shit. Yeah.
What script?
Oh yeah.
Deuteronomy 28 and 41. No, I just had it. 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Right, man. Pretty much self-explanatory. That's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just.
Next. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. And he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
They know that, man. The heathens are very aware of who the Israelites are, man. They know who Jake is, man. They know because they're the ones that spit in the other part of the prophecy, man. They over here, it says, it talks about basically Ishmael and Moab. Exactly. Being in our communities, taking up all of our locations, and we happen to go to the heathen and fucking eat off one of our things, and that's how it's set up, man. But they have no respect for the Israelite man. You know what I'm saying? None at all, man. Like they don't even they're blunt about it, man. Like
and yeah, this how you know, because you be a fucking fool to disrespect. See, I can't fight I can only fight for for my household. You know what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Israelite people don't want to come together for shit.
That's true.
So it's like you disrespect my mom, you disrespect me, but it's like it is what it is right now. There's nothing I can do about you if you smack the fuck out of a black woman. It is what it is.
Especially if you tell her, if you go over there,
don't go over there.
they gonna smack you. They been smacking everybody that go over there, and then you go over there and get
to
smacked.
get that hair weave.
Now you want me to? I don't know. He told you.
Yeah.
Nine times out of 10, they be in places where they need to be in the first damn place. So it tells you about the wicked woman being at the corners of the street. Basically being loud as hell, man. They're supposed to stay at home, but then 9 times out of 10, when it's something get like two Jakes get into an altercation, it's probably over a bitch, so to speak. And Jake, of course, he in his pride, and you know that's all we really got in this kingdom is our woman left. You know what I'm saying? So Jake goes scrapping at it for something that he don't even know about, even though he know that she a fucking demon, and she just got into an altercation with some other stranger. You know what I'm saying? Like probably like 5 days ago. Probably at, you know, the McDonald's drive-thru. Got somebody out here.
We living in a democracy, man. When, you know, women get worship here. You know what I'm saying? But we here in Great Millstone Bible, we don't worship with women, man. We don't put women first. I side with the brothers no matter what. I side with the brothers, man. I don't goddamn woman first or what.
And then in some situations, I don't even say nothing because that's your shit. You know? Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Be the first one they want to come to. I'm talking first-hand experience, man. You ain't talk to like your sister or a relative, you know, wherever. Yeah, the first time she told me to you, it's about, you know,
Somebody,
some
some
nigga or something like that.
hating that shit, man.
I know now you the worst person in the family. She gonna go blab to the rest of the family saying shit about you.
Right.
You don't want to go scrap with this nigga that she got to a relationship with that she shouldn't even be with. You know what I'm saying?
And then they gonna be doing their thing later on that night.
Exactly.
She don't mean nothing.
Look, this Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Even with that shit going on with Tory Lanez, it is what it is. If it happened, it did happen. He kept silent about it.
Right.
He did the smart move. But at the end of the day, she's still doing shaking her ass on at Magic City. She's still Cardi. She's still. What I'm saying is, y'all women is.
It ain't changed her ways. She is stuck in her ways.
But
She is a hoe.
But both of them bitches is fucked up right now because of that dumb shit. But y'all programming the younger women to be like y'all. But y'all doing, but y'all ain't shit. You going through a divorce and you got shot.
Man, I want to know what the hell, Slovakia, but what the hell Cardi B got any reason to divorce anybody over for, man? If you was you was a stripper, man. You was shaking ass. You probably still shaking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, a little more than shaking ass, but
I know she was doing. She was doing.
What
She was
standard
robbing niggas. You know
could
what
you
I'm saying?
possibly have? What standard could you possibly hold me to when the whole world has seen your whole body?
the whole, for
It ain't,
real.
man, come on, man.
Can't even.
Ain't no respect, it ain't
But like
nothing.
women look at Cardi B and
Idolize.
worship that shit, but you see they lies ain't shit. But they don't wanna. That's not. They don't connect with that. They don't connect with why.
They only see the glamour and the grit.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the money and the glamour and the fame, but they lies.
see the problem.
The problem, they fucked up. They on all kind of drugs.
That's why they do that.
They fucked up.
Talk about like the foolish women with all the ornaments and jewelry and shit like that. And he talks about the men too. You know what I'm saying? Talk about them setting up traps, so to speak, being in a trap with all the dangly jewelry and shit like that. But really, you know, it's just a setup, man. Set up by Esau, man. There's nothing worse than seeing an Israelite woman teach her fucking 2-year-old daughter how to twerk to a Cardi B song.
Right.
You can't even really do shit about it, man. That's not your, you know, not your daughter or your family, but you hear them in the car, you know, just like, you can't do shit about it, but that's how Babylon is, man. It's set up so that the man is out of the house, and basically the children are raised by fucking foolish women, man.
Straight up. Keep one of that. Let me see that chart.
Revelations chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
We're talking about the destruction of America compared to other places of this earth. Literally, we're going to be, like the brother said earlier, in the chariots. We're going to beam us up, you know, the hopeful elect. well, not the hopeful elect, but the people, the men that's preaching right now, we're hoping to be the elect, but he gonna beam up the elect 100,000 for 1/3. You know, you know, that's just how it's gonna go. And you know, and like I said, you women that's not right, we gotta give up the women because there's gonna be some women actually be saved through men. So y'all following these, um, you know, these other women who's on social media and shit, as far as it's on you. If you don't want to follow a man that's just on his purpose, just on his grind, they just in the truth doing what they gotta do, it is what it is. You ain't gonna be a part of it.
It says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities.
We don't want to be a part of the plague. You know what I'm saying? So what's the plague? Once again, right now we're dealing with the COVID-19 thing, right? I think it reached over 200K deaths. As they say, it reached, so it's a quarter of a million, right? We don't want to be a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, no. Well, it's an American cases, but the actual deaths.
I think the death is like it's near a million.
Oh, it's near a million, like that.
In America, the death toll gets you
That's what he said. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying like the death toll is 2, but the cases is in the millions. Yeah. Hey man, you know how I go.
These other nations taking care of that shit.
These other nations got all kind of shit. I seen some shit with Madagascar, where they got the damn president of Madagascar found the root called they found a root herb. Some
burdock? Is it called burdock?
I don't know what it's called, man. I listened to a video on it. They found the root, found the shit, and they drinking this shit, and they say the shit is getting rid of the virus. Every citizen got to drink this tea.
You already know, man. You already know they got a way to get rid of it, man.
Yeah, they up in Madagascar doing that shit. So these other nations ain't bullshit. They like, you know, they understand you got to deal with the herbs.
Yeah, why can't Esau?
Yeah, Esau want to come up with some crazy ass vaccines.
Man-made.
They got all kind of weird shit in it.
Got the virus
It
itself.
got the virus itself, a dead version, whatever the fuck that means. And we're hoping that your body somehow mutate with it and like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, I don't want that shit.
I'm not getting it.
Even if it do work, I don't want it. I gotta go through 3 weeks of down there dying just so my body can somehow mutate with it and not be okay.
You're like 3 arms or some shit.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
I'm good, but I got 7 arms now. You know what I'm saying? We straight though, you know what I'm saying? But
you can't lay low with a woman the right way. Like, ain't no telling what that shit gonna do, man. They already do everything that lower your testosterone down. Like food, distress, concrete,
Air, water.
You breathing with this mask on, like all this shit lower your testosterone, man.
That's how you know who Esau is, man. Because he definitely weakened the nations, man. And like you said, he has to use these probiotics and antibiotics, whatever the fuck, these pills. When other nations, they have like Moab, you know, Ham, Ishmael, they all got different herbs that they can just take and, you know, and do that. But Esau can't because he's under that curse, man. He said the earth isn't gonna basically yield anything for him. So he has to use all these different techniques to try to do that, man. That's how you can pinpoint who Esau is, man. Because only this Edomite so-called white man is doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? Every other nation has a different system of herbs, things that they set up to be able to cure these problems, man. So.
Yeah, like I said, proven fact that Madagascar, y'all can look it up, got some form of herb that they doing. Just drinking of COVID-19 and getting rid of it too. So those are plagues that's happening right now, currently plagues happening right now, because you got to talk to Jake in current times. You know what I'm saying? So currently what's going on right now, COVID-19, that's a plague.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. in the I'm just saying, in the cup which she hath filled to her double, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Yeah, so what he's saying is, man, this place has done us not one good thing. We have not been good here. We have not succeeded here, not even for a little bit. We haven't been in good shape here ever. Every generation got worse and worse here in the society of the Israelites.
Right.
You know, we don't got generation, bro. Our fathers and my moms ain't leaving some shit. You know, if anything, we come in more debt.
Right.
We come in way at the bottom, always. Or, you gotta always, everyone in the family got that person that just got fucked up by Edomites, or you personally might have got fucked up by Edomites, your father. Man, this place ain't never did nothing to you currently, right now. Even in this current situation, even though, to be honest, all these situations, right? It's no justice.
No justice. Like you said, we get death, man. I remember some time ago, that's what Ariala said. Apostle Ariala said, he said, basically his parents, they just partied away the money, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it happens. Like you come, like even now, like a lot of us, if we go and we check our credit score, the shit'll be low as hell. You'd be like, why is it so low? You go have that shit investigated. You find like two family members, you know what I'm saying, using your name for shit.
What the
fuck? Your
fuck?
mom or your dad. It's true, man.
It's true.
That happens with Jake, man.
Like 6 years old.
Yeah, man.
You
Like,
ain't have a bill, get no phone.
I know, we got like,
Yeah, if you look at your credit history, you will have some random building on there. You don't know where that even came from.
a car, some problem with a car, some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Precept.
Yeah.
Because the brothers say that it's always something with Jake. It's like they just keep their foot on our neck. If it's car payments, if it's rent,
It ain't shaky too much.
they hit Jake with every asset, every way. Financially, spiritually, just everything is to oppress Jake. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given to his hand until a time and a dividing of times. But the point was to wear out the saints of the Most High, man. We just wore out, man, from different captivities, from different lives, man. We is spiritually wore out, man.
That's why that scripture just said, like the brother just read, unto her double. Of course, the Lord he's gonna destroy the fuck out this place. But even you right now, man, don't give this place so much of your attention, time. Focus on the Lord more, and then focus on what you gotta do. Be selfish to this place. Like, don't give this place all your energy, and they're not gonna come out this shit.
Can I say something?
Yeah, no, I don't know. You got it.
What the brother's saying is like, if you got a chick and you so much on her, if something happened to her, it's gonna break your heart because you giving her so much attention, so much time. If you don't care about her, if something happened, it ain't gonna bother you. If you got all your assets and you spiritually took hold of this place of America, you going down with this place. We turn our backs on this. Well, we done turned our backs on this place. Hey, man, it is what it is.
It's easier said than done. You constantly got to do it. You constantly can't just give yourself to this place. Like, it's like you got to make a habit of turning shit down in America.
Yeah.
You know how many times bitches done asked me, I'm pretty sure we all went through this, come here with me. Come there with me.
Let's do that.
Or jobs, hey, come here, you make this money. You got to turn this down because it's like you got to turn that shit down. A lot of times you got to because it's going to take you too much away. You know what I'm saying? You might drift off. And it's easy to drift off. So, you want to say something? No, you ain't coming off.
It's Babylon, man. It's a place of confusion and fun. And that word fun goes back to what? It goes back to shit. I think it's in the Italian word that basically goes into the word that means distraction. So to speak. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. A corporation, man. So like you said, you got to do it constantly because this place will constantly present new shit if it thinks it's not working. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, okay,
That's
this ain't
like
working.
if
I'm
a
gonna present this.
dude constantly trying to holler at your shit, just constantly. She gonna get weaker and weaker and weaker, and eventually she might give him a number or something. But it's just constantly.
Because it's
It's a,
subconsciously programming just a little bit. Subconsciously programming. And that's what this does. It's
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm wearing you down.
They have what's called here predictive and suggestive programming, man. So like they literally have targeted programming in this fucking corporation to where you be on your phone, shit they listening to shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit pop up, you know what I'm saying? That's relevant to what you're talking about. Like I want this sandwich, I want this, you know.
Hey, look, I had thought about something in my head, picked my phone up, and I swear to God, it was right there on the screen.
Oh yeah.
I say, man, these niggas so cold. I thought about it. I ain't even said it.
Yeah, man. Like they know, man.
That's how the shit set up now. Like,
They know. They know. Like,
They
can
study.
tell, yeah.
It's a behavior algorithm.
like if you look certain shit up, it show up on social media.
Like no matter if like somewhere that always happens. So stop at a picture for too long and be like, okay, that was about 5 seconds. You probably start showing them more of that shit.
Right.
It's Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. And that's pretty much the point. And that serpent, that wasn't talking about a talking snake. Or that was I was actually talking about a manner of person that the Heavenly Father put on this earth. That was like the first incarnation of what became the Edomites. After this individual came back as Esau.
Yeah, because the angels marvel. They say the scripture that the angels marvel. They marvel at what we do. Because when the Lord gives an angel a commandment, they run and do it. When He give us, we gotta. It's not like that with us. We gotta, because we got against because spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we always gotta fight for everything. That's just how it is in the flesh. Everything is a fight. Everything is a war. It's a constant war. So that's why the scripture says, "When that to her double, and when that time comes, the Lord give us that strength." When we say, "Lord, you do this thing, we're gonna get our revenge too."
You gotta.
No, you good.
Yeah, you gotta remember, like this is the devil, man. Like he's not gonna let up, man, because he even tried to get Yahweh Shai, man. And I have the account here in Matthew 4.
Oh yeah. Bring it out.
This is Matthew 4 verse 7. It says, "If Yahweh Shai said unto him, it is written again that it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God." Says, and then even after he said it, verse 8, he says, "Again, the devil taketh him up in an exceedingly high mountain and shewed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me." Man.
Yeah, but like that's why I keep saying it's not about you saying something. It's about maintaining something. I'm telling you, it's the maintaining. That's the thing. That's the key. And it's not just as easy as just saying, "Oh, well," it's like saying, "Oh, well, I'm never gonna get a girl pregnant." Well, really? Are you sure? Because can you be in certain situations? And Mike, you might have a drunk night, and boom, like it's about maintaining your habits. Cause it's so easy. It's not that it's hard. It's too easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah, keep going.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what Esau do from a child up. He schools, jobs, colleges, it's all like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like I can't think of the words, like
What is that?
programmers, you feel me?
Programming.
Yeah.
Programming. I remember seeing all the jobs in school. They be like, they just give you a list of things you could do in your life. I remember saying, I don't want to do none of this shit. It was just a list of things you could do, like a list of things you could pick.
Oh yeah, like a career day.
Yeah. It's like, what you want to do with your life? It's like, this is a line of shit. I don't want to do none of this shit.
Exactly, man. There's a book called there's a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, right?
Yeah. I'm familiar.
There's an interview with this one Asian, this Moabite, and he's talking about it. He's like, he had this rich dad and his poor dad. And his poor dad he made a lot of money. He was like the dean of a school. He was real smart, and he was like, if you want to learn about money, go ask, his boy who never been to college or anything like that. He's like, what is he gonna teach me? He's like, you can go through school and all this shit, get real smart, but all school is teaching you how to do is how to be a worker under somebody else, man. You're not really learning how to be independent in school. School, college, everything is just teaching you how to work for somebody else, man. You want to learn, you're gonna have to go and be a mentor under somebody that's trying to get it out of the, trying to get basically how to learn the game, on their own, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is
You're not gonna
study that most rich people don't even graduate college. Yeah.
Or high school.
High school, college.
you learn at a very if somebody that has some intelligence, you learn at a very young age that all that, because you look at the percentage of people going into those courses, and you're like, okay, college is giving you got to think about it. College is giving you all these different job descriptions, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go into this field because it has this percentile placement rate, and then some people won't go to that field because they'll be like, oh, that's like, there's a lot of people, the field's too influx, so they don't want to go into it because they know it's gonna be harder for them to place. But it's like, as a whole, you got to think about it. Like, if college is teaching you that in general, then obviously there's another way to get it, because there's people that are doing it without going to school at all, man. So you're gonna be in that high 80-something percentile of people that go to college, or the people that choose to learn from a young age, get under somebody that can teach them how to get it on their own, man.
Yeah, that's why being
like
in
a
the
trade.
truth.
Trade, exactly.
They took trade. So where go?
Yeah, but that's why being in the truth is like, it's not a employee mindset. And that's what people, a lot of people fall out the truth, because this is like you becoming. That's why Lord said, I'm gonna make you a king and a priest. You gonna learn how to start making your own wise decisions. You know, that's being the truth is teach you how to run a business, teach you how to really govern yourself.
There's this one quote, like just like roughly paraphrasing, like people who start business owners don't go to college, but in order to work for a business,
You gotta go to
you need the
college.
degree.
Right.
Yeah, that's why the Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. The scriptures say this right here, this Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
I forget which verse, but I don't know if it's in that chapter, but there's another one that says, don't appoint a king over you that's not of your own people. 17 and 15. So right there, it's teaching you. Like, people will get conflicted when they see us coming out here in the truth, man. They'd be like, okay, you learning how basically to be subordinate and be like a servant, which is true. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody wants to serve their father, or accordingly and be respectable, man. But at the same time, it's teaching you not to go to these other nations and to get your own, man. That's why he went off. He says that we're going to be going to them for one of our things because we chose not to follow the ways of the Most High, man.
Yeah, because we ain't asked no Edomites to do this. Hey yo, Edomites, it's a cool vibe. The Most High stationed us. It was in our spirit to do this, to preach the downfall of America, to preach that only the elect of Israel is going to be saved, which specifically neither by kingdom and that did the enemy. So look, let's finish this off, bro, before we go. Because the end game. So let's get to the end game. So the end game is the elect to be saved, and who this world called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shah. His father's name is Yahweh. Is going to destroy this place. Because why? Shit, man. Look around, man. This is a place of our captivity. This is a place where, if you read the whole Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, you gonna know why. Just read that chapter, and you see why, and you can see how you gonna relate. Yeah, right. And then it's like you don't ever gotta ask, because look, man. Because even before the truth, you know this shit ain't right here. You like, the sun ain't right. Sun just don't add up. As a little kid, you was like looking at shit like, the sun don't add up.
Why?
You might look at something.
I used to want to be an Edomite when I was
know I ain't
younger,
tripping, bro.
The spirit before I even came into the truth, it's like a year or two before I came into the truth, the spirit had me realize I was in hell. I was like, this has to be hell, man. Like, it was true, man.
Alright, so we're gonna close out.
Revelation chapter 18, Verse 7. How much she had to glorify herself and live deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her.
Like the nations will go through what we go through, man. You know, it's just obvious. Somebody's at the top and somebody's at the bottom. It sure as hell ain't us at the top. You know, you don't need. You can just look around. You observe. You can see what's going on. People,
She saith in her heart,
you know, these other nations. You know, I've been watching the video with the whole these Edomites. I'm like, who in there? Goddamn, I mean, that jumped in the house. It's a little kid with pajamas on. And y'all, what? Like, I be like, yo, these Edomites is on one. You know what I'm saying? They on one.
I'm gonna say,
No, you good?
my sister just called me today, Sunday,
Yeah.
Friday, and say that the police came to her house because she got a brother that's not my brother from like a different parent. They had let him out. He got 5 years. He only did 3. They let him out early. It's day 4 though. They came to her house with the suits on it. She says nobody there but her and my nephew. They kicked her door in. You feel me? Freeze, freeze, freeze. She was so scared. She called me crying.
You would think El Chapo or somebody. I'd be like, who is y'all coming to get? Jake ain't. We in slavery.
Right. The hell we
Even if we don't got much. We don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? We here in slavery. Y'all put us in slavery. You know what I'm saying? And this is the house you own. We bought this house from the bank. You know what I'm saying? This ain't their house. So the way they come at you is just it's fucked up. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say render to her double. All that shit they do to us on a constant basis, they to the next level. I think the little kid had on some Toy Stories, the onesie on. The niggas, the dudes came through, freeze. And then the kid like this, the kid all fucked up. Kid got PTSD now. Kid like, man, anytime he hear the doorbell ring or anything outside, he said he down there have an anxiety attack.
That's where my sister is.
Yeah, he have an anxiety attack. He said he hear the just something. He hears a noise and he don't know what's going on. You got it?
Yeah.
I used to have anxiety, but I don't got that no more. You know what I'm saying? Coming at you because it's wartime now.
Anxiety ain't no joke.
The anxiety is a
You
joke.
think basically it's a social disorder where you're about to die every 5 seconds. Go to the hospital, they tell you you're good, you know.
She was so
About
scared.
14%.
Yeah, we about to
it say, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow.
Yeah, all that shit they do to us, and they feel like they ain't gonna get judged for none of that shit. And we can go through all kind of shit they do. They gonna get judged for all that. We talking about the Edomites, the so-called white men right now, and these other nations. You know?
It says, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
And there's gonna be a judgment. It's not that a famine that the earth is abundance. There's gonna be a famine from the Lord. The Lord gonna create a famine. Not that also food in the earth. It's always food. It's more than enough. It's the earth. The earth produces. It's food somewhere. The thing is, the Lord's not gonna give that shit to you. It's gonna be a famine, a controlled famine. It's gonna be it's no food coming in or out. The only food you got is what you see. It's not, it's food on the earth though. It's the earth. That's why the word said earth abideth forever. So if that's the case, there's always gonna be something going on, something growing, something is edible to eat. There's always something. It's always something. That's how it is on the earth. But the thing is, the Lord going to have a controlled famine towards you, Edomites, towards you. Anyone that's humble, anyone that's going against the Bible. So was that the end of that verse? Yeah. So that's what it is. The Lord going in one day, 1 hour, the Lord going to obliterate this place. So we'll just edify. With that, we let her give our praise to Yahweh.
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudas.
Give honor to the apostles, elders, the great millstone. Salutations to the brothers that teach the truth and to say.
Shalom.